Lady Gaga fires up LGBTQ rally for Stonewall anniversary. New York. Reuters. Lady Gaga electrified thousands of revelers who gathered in New York on Friday to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the LGBTQ rights movement, exhorting the crowd to honor the past by using its power to extend and defend a half-century of progress. Her warm-up speech and a subsequent rally, part of a series of World Pride events in New York this week, commemorated the so-called Stonewall Uprising of June 28, 1969. Early that morning, patrons of a Greenwich Village gay bar called the Stonewall Inn rose up in defiance of police harassment, triggering days of rioting. Their resistance gave Lady Gaga, a Grammy Award winner whose signature song Born, appearing with a rainbow-colored jacket and thigh-high boots, she declared that Stonewall was the moment when LGBTQ people said enough. Later, the rally alternated between political speeches and block party gaiety. Musical U.S. politicians including presidential hopefuls Kirsten Gillibrand, one of New York State's 2 U.S. senators, and New York Mayor Bill de Blasio also took the stage ahead of what organizers are calling the largest gay pride parade in history, set for Sunday, when some 150,000 marchers and 4 million spectators are expected. In between featured speakers, impromptu rallies formed and dispersed outside the bar, with people waving homemade signs such as "Closets Get." While the anniversary has a celebratory air, activists see the occasion as a way to protest U.S. President Donald Trump's record, which many consider hostile to LGBTQ people. They also want to. Police raided the Stonewall, a mafia-owned gay bar, ostensibly to crack down on organized crime. But their mistreatment. While celebrating 50 years of progress, many LGBTQ activists are sounding the alarm about Trump administration initiatives, including a ban on transgender people in the military, cuts in HIV/AIDS research, and support for so-called religious freedom initiatives that eliminate LGBTQ protections. The White House claims Trump has long advocated LGBTQ equality, noting that he has backed a global campaign to decriminalize homosexuality. President. The message has been lost on many LGBTQ people, as the Trump administration opposes extending anti-discrimination protection to gay or transgender workers under federal employment law, a legal issue currently before the U.S. Supreme Court, with a ruling due within a year. In nearby Washington Square Park, some 500 pro-transgender activists staged a Trans Day of Action, where some held up Black Trump. Reporting by Matthew Lavie-Eats, Jonathan Allen, and Daniel Trotta in New York. Writing by Daniel.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.